Hi, everybody. I'm your host, Jaime Soretta. On this podcast, we celebrate everything local in Arizona. And I have with me a very creative couple. In fact, I love the things that they make. Daniel Shircliff of Primitive Glass and Madalyn Nault of Madalyn Nault Accessories. Hello, you two.
Hi.
Hello.
Great to see you guys.
Great to see you.
Yes, thanks for having us.
I think of seeing your works at festivals, at marketplaces around town. Tell me, first of all, what is Primitive Glass, Daniel?
Primitive Glass is I'm a glass blower. I've been a glass blower all my life, and Primitive Glass is a big experiment to me still at this moment. I kind of just make what I want to make. I experiment a ton. My experiments turn into actual items and products. And so that's me. I'm just trying to have fun with glass.
And I remember talking with you earlier, and it was kind of bringing beauty to some of your basic items that you would have in your home. Your glassware, you have a beautiful olive oil dispenser here. So the things that you would use every single day, they're beautifully made and crafted. Which brings me to Madeline, because that wallet I carry for maybe, 5-7 years now. Every single day if I pull out my business card, my insurance card, I've got your wallet with me as well. Tell me about the accessories.
Yeah, so I hand make purses and accessories. I've been doing it for a while now, almost 20 years. I use animal-friendly materials, and they're just in fun designs and colors. And I think both of what we do just brings a lot of color and joy in things that sometimes are really boring. So,
the necessities, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes your necessities isn't it gets the job done.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, someone like me, I'm going to love something that was locally made and curated for beauty and joy as well. And Madeline, you started creating what in high school? Is this when you started creating?
Yeah, I started doing this when I was in high school because I was just like a really awkward little punk kid with like purple and black hair. And I was like, nothing is cool enough for me. So I started making my own purses to put my band patches on and everything.
Yeah.
And then my friends were like, well, I want a purse. And so I started making them. And then once I started making them, just really basic things, I was like, well, this could be more fun. Like, what if I put an ice cream cone on it? Or what if I do this? And so I always say that my business very organically grew up with me, because if you look at those things that I made in high school, they were awkward and punk just like I was, and kind of grew up and came more refined and like what it is now. I found my style both as a creator and a human being. So
both have evolved,
Yes,
right?
yes.
And I know that we have some pictures that we can show. It's a podcast. Some people listen, some people watch, and we have a couple of pictures. I've done local love segments on both you guys, so it was fun to be at your home where you both create. Tell me what we're seeing here, Madeline.
Yeah, that's just a little selection of some of my designs. I try to hand cut mostly everything. I have finally caved in and thought, oh, maybe I can use a Cricut machine, but it just doesn't do it as good as my hands do. So I still end up hand cutting a lot of things. But it's just kind of what I find fun or what I'm inspired by that turns up on a purse. So
is this tan one? Is that the one I bought off you that morning?
That's not the exact one, obviously, but it's that's the style, the cactus clutch.
Yeah.
So.
And then I like to add a chain for a crossbody. And then, of course, I have one of the wallets. And it's great for just the amount of stuff that you want to carry when you're knocking about on the weekend and just kind of hanging out, going to the, me, I like to go to the markets, etc. That's a perfect bag for that. We have one more picture, I think, of you. What were you saying? The hand cutting.
Yep.
I love that picture.
Why do you love it so much, Daniel?
Just all the colors and her.
Yeah.
And I do sit on the floor
the
when
patterns.
I work too, so it's very fitting.
Yeah, this is authentic right here.
Yeah,
and we love that. We have some Primitive Glass pictures too, so let's take a look at that. What do we have here?
Right there are some soap dispensers and some oil decanters or cruettes, if you're fancy. And these are like some of the household items that I make, like you were saying, that will beautify your bathroom and your kitchen and all that.
When I look at it looks like it's stacked in different colors. How do you do that? Are you attaching different pieces? Or how does that work?
Yes, those are actual individual pieces of glass that are melted together at first, and then I shape them into an item.
No big deal.
He's
As the artist says.
He's very talented.
Very humble about it too, isn't he? What's our next photo that we have? Oh, those are so pretty. And then like the mat. So how are you making the difference as far as like you can't see through the green tops on those?
Well, the glass actually just comes that way.
Really? Oh, okay. Once again, the humility.
Yep. Some is opaque, some is transparent. So,
wow.
And these are definitely some funky things that I make. I really love these things.
Yeah.
These are weird and funky, and that's what I love.
They're pretty darn cool. You said you've been a glassblower for 30 years. How did you get interested in that? How did you find that?
Pushing 35
Oh, wow.
right now. My story is really goofy. I was 20. Me and my friends snuck into a bar.
Oh.
I didn't have any money because I was just a skateboarder and I didn't care about money.
Yeah.
But I was complaining to my friend that I couldn't buy my family Christmas presents.
Oh.
And he's like, hey, take this address and just come in on Monday and we'll give you a job.
Oh.
And I went in and it was a glass blowing shop. And it just so happened that 3 of my really good friends worked there. I had no idea.
Oh, my gosh.
So I just started from there and I loved it.
And you grew up here in Phoenix, didn't you?
Yep. Maryvale.
Maryvale. And tell me about you mentioned the skate or die life. What happened with the park over there in Maryvale?
Oh, me and some friends, when I was 17, we wanted to build a free public skate park because there wasn't any in Phoenix or Arizona and many states back then. And we were really getting sick of dealing with the police and getting kicked out of places that we wanted to skate.
Yeah.
So we just started a petition and started raising money and built, with the city of Phoenix, built the first free public concrete skate park.
And you said you were 17 at the time?
When we started, I was
Wow.
17.
Oh
It
my
took
gosh.
7 years.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, so it was my first project, put
Yeah.
it that way.
Yeah.
And I did so many things in that. I was a spokesperson and worked with the city very closely and ended up designing the park because there was no skate park designer at that time. So I was like, I'll do it.
Oh, my gosh.
And it was a huge undertaking, but it was it shaped my life in a big way.
I imagine there'd be so many skills. You mentioned the public speaking, the design. You must have had to research other parks. If you guys are making it, you want to be the coolest one, obvi. And then even what the red tape looks like. What does the city, permits look like?
Yes, that was crazy.
Oh, my gosh.
They basically just kept telling us no for years and years, but we kept raising money. And at some point we had like $60,000 and they found out about it.
Oh.
And at that point they couldn't get out of it.
Oh,
we
my gosh.
kind of forced the city
Oh, my
into.
gosh. So what year was it unveiled, ribbon cutting? Do you remember?
I don't remember.
Is it still there? Is it still there?
Oh yeah, it's still
Oh,
there.
yeah,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
a
What's
big
it
deal.
called?
Desert West Skateboard Plaza.
It's a big deal. They do a big contest there. What, once a year or a couple times
Twice
a year?
one of the biggest skateboard contests in America, in the
my
world.
gosh.
I don't really have anything to do with that now, but a good friend of mine does
Yeah.
and has kept it going and kept working with cities on parks and all that kind of stuff.
wow.
Yeah.
So that became just kind of a catapult for a career for your buddy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Ah, how cool. And those other guys who were at the glass blowing place, did they stay with that career or are they doing different
No.
things? They're doing different things now.
No. I'm in touch with a couple of them, but
Yeah.
no, they didn't continue.
Yeah.
It was just a job at the time for all of us. But after a year of me doing it, I was like, I think I like this a
Yeah.
lot. And started traveling and learning more, and then it got really fun.
Oh my goodness gracious! And I, because you guys both make beautiful things, I want to put you guys with your meet cute at a farmer's market or some kind of a market selling things. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, I hate to burst your bubble, but
Yeah.
that's not how it happened. we met through an old mutual friend, and I mean, I feel like being creative, like it did kind of, I don't know, build a friendship between us because we both knew we were artists, and if for a little while, he used to work at a studio in Bragg's Pie Factory, and I was doing markets in the parking lot. So he'd come say hi, and yeah, I mean, I
Came
feel
and
like
said hello.
I feel like it was,
Daniel?
it was a common ground. So yeah.
I think of Puppet Pie. I
Yeah.
interviewed the Puppet Pie girl over there at that Bragg's Pie shop there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a cool little spot. Is that little spot still there? What's over
Yeah, they
there?
still have a lot of little artist studios in there, and
Yeah, little makers opportunities.
yeah.
Okay, so when you're at Festivus, you have a booth, Madeline. You're selling your wares, but then Daniel showed up with some ornaments.
Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah, I always say he likes to ride on my coattails.
Clearly,
He,
what happened?
so he rolls his eyes. We're married.
He's like, I've heard this joke before.
Well, it's true. I mean, I was doing markets, and then he was just coming with me as a supportive hubby,
Yeah.
and he's like, I'm going to make ornaments this year and hang them at your booth. And I was like, you should. And so then he did it, and they went really well. I feel like you might have sold all of them that first year, to the point where the next year I was like, you need to get your own booth. And so then he did. And for a while he was only doing ornaments, and then it just kind of changed. I mean, he can talk more about why that changed, but yeah, so then he started doing markets alongside side of me. So
I probably, because I remember somehow I must have followed you on Instagram, and I saw you say, no, I'm trying something new. And so when I knew I was going to Festivus, I was looking for those ornaments, and I bought 3 of them. So my mom and my sister and I all have them, and it's one of my favorite Christmas ornaments. Are you doing them again? I mean, are you doing them again?
Yes, I will be doing some this year for sure. Like any day now, basically.
Oh, okay,
'cause
good.
It's time.
I always have to twist his arm, though. I was like, you haven't made any ornaments yet. There's people who come every year for ornaments.
I mean, really, a tree topper.
Oh, I've made them. Yeah, and I'll make some more.
Can we special order any of?
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that. We're going to just work on that. We'll work on that as well.
Yeah.
But why did you try the ornament?
It was just mainly because she was doing a Christmas market. I was like, oh,
And he's got the
okay.
skills.
I'll make some ornaments. It's actually something I never liked making. I had tried them over the years and just never come up with something that I liked. And then I was like, I got to try again. And it worked out. And I mean, honestly, if I probably saw those first ones, I might cringe a little.
I mean,
But that's just what happens with art.
meanwhile, I'm unwrapping it beautifully and putting it in the center point of my tree.
We have some.
Yeah.
And he's like, don't put that on the tree.
can't.
And I'm like, I'm
I
not
have a
getting rid of
problem.
it. I'm not getting rid of
Yeah.
it. Or he'll throw some away, and I'll be out there picking them out of the trash. And he's like, don't give those to anybody. And I'm like, oh, no, I won't. And then I'm like, here, don't tell Daniel.
I'm getting better.
Don't tell Daniel. He doesn't want anybody to see this one, but it's really beautiful.
It is
Don't tell
beautiful.
him.
Well, I mean, you make stuff and then you evolve, and then I mean, even if it was great, I would still cringe and
Yeah.
like, well, what I'm making now.
Yeah.
It's probably just all ego.
I mean,
He's very much like the artist.
Yes,
If he has an idea for something, he'll just obsess about it until it comes out exactly how he wants it
She
to.
has to hear about it all the
But
time.
I mean, I feel like he's just like the artist. Like that's just, he gets an idea and it must come to life.
Yeah.
And it's neat. I mean, it's
someday
cool.
it'll
He'll
work
be
out.
like, come look at what I made today. And I'm like, what? That's amazing.
So for people who have the artist streak in them and they want to make it their livelihoods, what would you tell them?
Maybe think twice about it.
Yeah, get a job
Don't quit
and
your day
then
job.
make stuff. And when you sell enough stuff to quit your job, quit your job. That would exactly what I'd say. No, I would say that, but then some days I'm like, no, you just have to do it. If you have an idea, you have to at least try, or you're going to live with that regret. As they say, it's better to try and fail than to live with the regret of never trying. So you just have to try it. I have a lot of people asking me, well, how do I get into glass? And I say, do it the cheapest possible way you can, and I can show you how to do it. And don't put a bunch of stuff on your credit card. Just spend what you got. Start with the bare minimum and make sure you like it. Make sure you can make something cool to justify the investment.
Yeah.
I know that sounds crazy. A lot of people
It sounds very smart.
just break out the credit card. I'm going to start a business. I think with art, you should just learn to do with the bare minimum. And then when you have access to the good stuff, then you're really going to go off.
Yeah. Madeline?
Yeah, I agree with that completely. I mean, I actually started using upholstery vinyl, which is the same thing as like restaurant booths and car seats are made out of, because it was more affordable than leather. And I always thought like, oh, when I'm selling more, like I want to switch to leather. And then just the amount of people who started to tell me like, I really appreciate that these aren't made out of leather. I was like, you know what? I really love working with these materials, and I mean the colors that they come in compared to leather. But I mean, it definitely, like he said, like I started at the bottom, so I always thought that it would grow as I got. But you kind of just find your vibe with it, and I feel like that's the thing. If you jumped all in on something, and then you're like, that's not it, like that's not what I thought it should have been, then you just are in debt about it. But if you kind of test it out, test the waters, and you're like, no, this is what works for me, then like go that way. Or this didn't work for me. I mean, I've still had that happen where I try something and I'm like, that wasn't it. That wasn't the right move. But
and then you didn't have reams of it in your back room that now you're trying to figure out how to get rid of. So I think that's great advice and very sensible as well. We love that, don't we?
You just have to try. I mean, sometimes I'm on TV and you see the really goofy thing that is selling $1 million, with $1 million every day.
Yeah.
And like, that is so goofy, but they did it. They tried it. It was a success. Probably 1 million people told them, don't do that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But then it worked out. And that's the thing. Your thing could work out. And even if it doesn't, it might make you happy, and that's worth it, And then if it works out, that's even better.
Yeah.
I just think of that Elizabeth Gilbert book where she talks about that. She's like, an idea comes rolling through and you can grab the idea. And if you don't, then like the idea is going to keep rolling through and someone else is going to grab it, and then you're going to be like, well, I thought of that. It's like, well, you didn't grab the idea.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think there's a lot to it of just doing something that brings you joy, because I mean, running a small business is not for the faint of heart. I say that all the time. Like it's all over. And so I mean, you have to really enjoy what you do. Otherwise, it would be really easy just to be like, well, never mind. I don't want to do this anymore. So
and there are ebbs and flows as far as the passion, the creativity, the spark, the new ideas. How do you get through that?
Just riding those waves. I mean, I feel like it also changes in what kind of season of life that you're into. Like our best creative project was having our daughter, and so that changed things. And then when she got older, then that changed again. And also I have just kind of come to terms with like letting it be what it is. For a long time I was just like, it's gotta be more, it's gotta be this. And I just poured so much of my time and energy into like trying to make it something that it wasn't. And when I stepped back and I was like, you know what, it's just gonna be what it is, then it started all flowing for me, and I feel like he might not admit this, but there's so many times where that happens for him too, where he's like, I can't handle this anymore. Like, I'm done. I'm going to give up. And then like an opportunity will come knocking at the door where it's like, no, don't give up. And, or like, someone will reach out saying they want to carry his work and it's an incredible opportunity. And it's like, no, you can't give up. And so I think it's just riding it out, and you just have to have a really tough skin, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, that's the hardest part too, when maybe things aren't going that great. I haven't sold anything in a long time, like summers in Phoenix. And then like this, like we're coming here and I'm like, man, I had a horrible summer this year.
A lot of people did, don't worry. We've been talking about it a lot.
I'm over this. Yeah. And then like we're walking into a podcast with you or, a place contacts me, like she said, and wants to carry my glass that I really would love it in there. It's kind of prestigious.
Oh, who
or
is
whatever
it? Do you want to drop names?
The most recent one's Pittsburgh Glass Center.
Oh, where are they?
I really like selling stuff to museums and places like that where people go in and appreciate art. But, before that, I'm like, what am I doing with my life? And then that comes in, you're like, oh, that's great. Wow,
yeah.
Okay.
And
I
think we both kind of learned to just let each other spiral every once in a while.
Yeah. Yes.
It's probably me mostly.
I wasn't going to say anything. But I think that it's the thing we know that it's the waves, and I mean, that's with doing markets and everything too. It's all just kind of a gamble. Like being a small business is just gambling every single day of your life. And like you win some, you lose some. And so just having a partner that you can spiral to every once in a while is very helpful if you have a small business. So
well, you're betting on yourself.
Yeah.
And it's, it's people think it's safe to go for a corporate job and, and we know that they have layoffs and everything anyhow. And maybe you're not fulfilling that passion, that idea that's, rolling around and about to roll past you. And that was the one for you.
Yeah.
So, you have to take that opportunity to gamble on yourself. You really do.
Yeah. I think we both have decided we'll never quit doing this.
Yeah.
In whatever capacity it is, we will continue because I have gone back and forth since COVID because it's been difficult since then. COVID just kind of changed everything for my business. And so this year I'm finally telling myself, no, I'll always do that because I always have the ideas that I got to get out of my head or I just got to do it. It's going to bother me. So
I got to see that thing come to life. Right?
Yeah.
He'll obsess about it. Like he'll like lose sleep. He'll be like, I had to draw it out. I couldn't. And I'm like, I know you're the artist.
What was the most recent thing you had to get out of your head and create?
The new lamp base.
Oh, she's got it.
Designed a new lamp base.
Cool.
I just really would like to do more lighting, and sometimes I need something new, to spark. I don't need to make something new. I need something new to change up all the dimensions and everything, and that just one idea will give me 1,000 ideas, or one thing that I see. Oh, what? Yeah. What is that? Is that possible? And so, that's the newest thing. That'll be coming out soon.
I feel like it really does just kind of give you your little creative spark too when you're like, ooh, I just got a good idea. Then it just makes everything feel more exciting. Like even if you're working on the same pieces that you make all the time, you're like, but I had that really good idea. So now I'm excited. Yes. I'm excited to go to work again.
Yes.
So.
Well, let's talk about some of the things on the table. Daniel, what did you bring here?
Oh, I brought just a little vase. I actually made this as a drinking cup for myself.
Oh, and it became a vase?
Yeah, and I was like, well, okay.
Dual purpose.
So I made some smaller ones. We like big cups at our house. So this is a little pitcher set, like a 4-color pitcher set, which I love to make, but is a real pain.
Yeah. Well, it's elaborate, yes.
It is. And then this little guy.
So cute.
I can't seem to stop making these.
Yeah.
It was just an idea that I thought looked good with the flower in it, honestly.
I love it.
But it works really good as something to pour something out of. So, I really love those. I feel like that's something really funky. Once you put that on your kitchen counter, it's going to change everything.
Well, it looks expensive and it looks like art. It looks like I'm a sophisticated lady that I have my olive oil in that.
Yes.
It's functional glass art to where, I mean, if that was 10 times the size, then you would have a huge art piece.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like this mini art piece on your counter that has a use that you're going to touch every day too.
Are we hand washing all of that things?
Everything's dishwasher and microwave safe.
Oh man,
believe it or not. I tell people if you want it to last forever, maybe consider hand washing it. But all dishwasher, microwave, heat resistant, all that kind of stuff.
And then I know that we could put your things through the gamut of your life. You talked about upholstery. I mean, I have whipped out the sanitizing cloths.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
because I think I got stickers and glue on it. And I would just scrub and it cleans right up.
Yeah, you can really scrub it, and I'll tell people that too. And I've done videos before too where I'm like, look at what a wreck my purse is right now.
Yeah.
Look at how you can just really scrub it. And I always say these were made for people to sit on. I mean, they're for boats that are out in the elements. Like you can really scrub them good. So
I always say I have a rough and tumble lifestyle, so I need the things that can keep up with it.
yeah.
And I love what you have done with, we have, as we discussed, the durable outside, but on the inside is where kind of the tender moments may lie, because you have a wide variety of different, what do you call this? Like the interior fabric?
Yeah, the linings.
The
Yeah.
lining. And people really come to you for personal moments for that. Tell me about that.
Yeah, I have done a handful of custom orders where people have brought me. Oh, those tags are going to be tangled
We'll just
up.
leave it. Casually leave it.
Yeah, they've brought me their loved ones' clothing where I've lined purses with them. I've done some wedding purses where they've given me pieces from their mom's wedding dress or their sister's wedding dress where I've sewn them on the front as like little appliques and things. So, yeah, my custom orders are my favorite thing to do for sure.
The book. Wasn't there a book?
Yeah, one time I had somebody who, they were an avid reader, and so they wanted a little pouch to put their like Kindle or whatever tablet they used in it. And so she's like, okay, here's all the things that I like, here's my ideas. And so then I ended up making a little book on the front of the little pouch that had turning pages, and I sewed some of the things that she told me that she liked on the little pages too. So yeah, that one was definitely one of my favorite ones for sure.
What about the dogs? And cats.
Oh, yes, because you can personalize a dog.
Yeah, I do a lot of custom pet ones too.
my
So
gosh.
That's my favorite.
yeah, sometimes people will ask me, and I'm like, there's no way I can make a detailed version of your dog. It's got like every single color on its face, and it's like I'm like, I can't do that. I'm like, I can do a silhouette of that dog, but some dogs I can do like really detailed portraits of,
I
and
love it.
yeah, they're fun. And I'll always, just like he'll say, look at what I made today. I'll do the same thing to him. I usually work late at night. And so like I'll come, he'll be like in bed, like half asleep. And I'm like, look at what I made. And he's
Turn
like,
the lights on.
he's like cracking. He's like, oh, it's really cute. And then in the morning he'll see it again and he'll be like, no, that's really cute. And I'm like, is it?
Well, she decorates them with stitching.
Yeah.
She's not painting on them or anything. So everything that she's doing, the characteristics of these animals is stitched.
Yeah.
So it just adds a whole other thing to it to me. I'm like, well, that's not easy.
Yeah. Yeah. No way. So you guys appreciate each other's works and your crafts.
Yeah.
I
sure.
do, for sure. Most definitely. She's my favorite artist.
You're my favorite artist.
Well, they're probably everyone's favorite artist now. And I know that people can shop online. We're getting close to the holidays when this podcast will drop.
Oh, yeah.
Can people do pickups, or if they wanted to buy something local?
Yeah. If they're local, both of us have an option on our website where you can just say, pick up, and after that, it'll tell you where to get it from. And yeah, I mean, stay tuned if there's any markets.
Yeah.
We're still nailing down our market list,
Well, I
but
have them nailed.
well, you don't know if you'll be at the farmer's market.
He
or
might
something like
might
that.
hang something on your booth again.
Yeah.
Right?
Sometimes he'll even set up in our driveway. He'll be
Oh my
he'll be
gosh.
like the last
yeah.
weekend before Christmas. He'll be like last minute.
It's fun.
I bet.
Yeah. I'll put out a thing that just says glass ornaments on the street that look, and I make it look exactly just like a yard sale sign.
Oh my gosh.
And I'll just hang out and drink coffee there. And I don't think anybody actually reads the sign.
Yeah.
I think they're just like, oh, okay, going
What's
to the
this?
yard sale.
Oh my gosh.
But they
hilarious.
all stop. I always like sell a ton. I've sold more in my driveway than I have at a market before.
Oh my gosh.
And I just think it's fun. It's just an opportunity to see something you're not going to see, you know,
for
driving down the
sure.
road. Like, what? Glass ornaments?
I mean, I always break for local honey, so I would certainly break.
You need a bumper
glass
sticker
ornaments.
that
I
says
do.
that.
Thank you guys so much. So great to see you.
Thank you so
thank
much
you.
for having us.
We
Really.
appreciate you very much.
Thanks for listening to Jamie's Local Love, the podcast. I'm your host, Jamie Soretta. Do you know a business worthy of some local love? Email me at jsoretta@azfamily.com. Follow us at facebook.com/Soretta and Instagram @SorettaNews. Make sure to subscribe and give us a 5-star review, please. And tell your friends about the podcast and the businesses we feature to show your local love. You can find us on Apple, YouTube, Spotify, Amazon Music, and anywhere you get your podcasts.
Jamie's Local Love, an Arizona's Family Originals podcast.